Okay, imagine this. You're on a Boston rooftop late at night, just needing some space, right?
Hmm.
And suddenly, your peace is shattered by this guy kicking a patio chair violently.
Yeah.
And get this, it's not just any chair. It's made of marine-grade polymer,
Hmm.
like super tough stuff.
Almost unbreakable. It's quite an image.
It really is, isn't it? And maybe it's a bit of a symbol for the unyielding truths Lily Bloom has to face in her own life. It's a really personal, complex journey we're looking at.
Absolutely. And today we're diving deep into Lily Bloom's story. We're using her own vivid memories and some incredibly candid journal entries.
Right.
Our mission really is to pull out the key insights here. You know, the impact of childhood trauma, the often difficult nature of romantic love.
And that strength it takes to break cycles, generational cycles.
Exactly. The author herself, drawing from her own mother's experience, she really wanted to show us the emotional cost, the cost of breaking free even when love is tangled up with, well, with pain. That's kind of our lens for this.
And these sources, they're so intimate. It feels like we're getting access to her innermost thoughts.
It really does.
Like letters she wrote to Ellen DeGeneres about her first love.
Yeah.
To these raw, unfiltered moments in her adult relationships. It's just, wow, an unfiltered look.
Definitely. It gives us this unique chance to analyze the very real human dynamics, the messy parts.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Lily's early life in Plethora, Maine. She calls herself that strange girl with the erratic red hair who once fell in love with a homeless guy and brought great shame upon her entire family.
Mm-hmm.
That self-description immediately signals this huge gap, doesn't it, between the family's public face and her private feelings of shame. How does that set the stage?
Oh, that's a crucial observation right there. Because the contrast is just so stark. You've got the adored mayor, his revered wife.
The perfect family image.
Exactly. And then the hidden truth. Her father abused her mother.
Not Lily directly, but her mother.
Right. And it created this really twisted dynamic. The violence would happen, and then it was followed by these periods of intense making up for it. Flowers, gifts.
Wow.
And the system, it taught young Lily this powerful, maybe subconscious coping mechanism. She actually says she looked forward to the nights they would fight.
Look forward to them.
Because, as she puts it, the 2 weeks that followed would be great. It shows how this hope in the cycle develops. These patterns, even the awful ones, start to feel predictable.
Predictable. And maybe offer some kind of warped reward for a kid stuck in that situation.
Precisely. A distorted sense of control, maybe?
That's
Ugh.
that's heartbreaking and really insightful about how kids adapt. So this fractured dynamic, it shaped her, but it also kind of created an opening, didn't it, for this other connection?
Yes, the connection with Atlas Corrigan, her lifeline.
How did that friendship, their shared vulnerability, forge such a strong bond? Something her home life just couldn't offer.
Well, their bond was really forged in vulnerability, wasn't it? It offered this genuine connection, a sanctuary. Atlas was homeless, living rough in a house behind hers.
And Lily helped him.
She did. Brought him food, clothes, let him use their shower, small acts of kindness that meant the world.
Yeah.
And there was this one moment, the cow manure incident. It sounds funny, but it led to this intense laughter, broke down barriers, and created this profound connection, both physical and emotional. And Atlas, despite everything, he had this early wisdom. He compared people to plants.
Oh.
Yeah, he said plants need to be loved the right way in order to survive. So do humans.
Wow. That's deep for a teenager in his situation.
It really is. And he made her a promise. He talked about joining the Marines, getting his life together.
Right, the Boston Promise.
Exactly. When my life is good enough for you to be a part of it, I'll come find you in Boston. That promise gave Lily something to hold on to, a kind of hope her father's apologies never could.
But that hope, that connection, it gets shattered.
Yeah.
Violently.
It does. Her father finds Atlas in her room.
And attacks him.
Brutally. Attacks Atlas, attacks her mother when she tries to intervene. And the worst part, the community sees her father as a hero.
A hero. For saving her from the homeless boy. Oh, the injustice.
The public narrative versus the reality, it must have been immense for her.
How did that, the attack and how everyone else saw it, how did that affect Lily long term? Did it cement that feeling of isolation?
Oh, absolutely. It's a really stark example of how society's view can just compound trauma. For Lily, the impact was, deep sadness, confusion. but also this fierce determination.
Determination.
Yeah, she makes this vow. She thinks, I'll never be like that. I swear to you, when I grow up, I'm going to do everything I can to help other people.
So it's not just a kid's promise.
No, it's foundational. It's a response to trauma, this drive to break the cycle she saw. And it really shapes her future choices. You see how deep those early experiences go.
Okay, so let's fast forward. Years later, she's on that Boston rooftop again after her father's funeral. And she meets Ryle Kincaid.
The neurosurgeon.
Right. In this really raw, emotional moment, he's the one kicking that chair, the marine-grade polymer one.
Exposed. Vulnerable.
And they immediately start sharing these naked truths. Lily admits some things about her father, not everything, but some. And Ryle tells this shocking story about his brother's accidental death.
Yeah, the story about Emerson accidentally shooting their older brother and his regret, how it would destroy Emerson.
It sets such an intense tone right from the start. What does that rapid, deep sharing tell us about their connection and maybe its fragility?
It's fascinating, isn't it? Almost magnetic. They connect on this level of vulnerability almost instantly. It feels incredibly profound, maybe even fated.
But Ryle initially says he's not relationship material.
Right. He's very clear. I'm way too selfish. Love has never appealed to me. But his own intensity matched with Lily's history, it creates this powerful pull.
So this quick intimacy, it feels romantic, but maybe it's setting up something else.
It could be. It definitely establishes this precedent for high-stakes emotion, dependency, intensity. And given what Ryle said he wanted or didn't want, well, that might become a...
Fresh. She opens her flower shop, Lily Blooms, which is a great name, by the way.
It is brave and bold, like her vision for it.
And Ryle's sister, Alyssa, helps her. Meanwhile, the romance with Ryle just takes off.
It's a whirlwind. He pursues her relentlessly, takes care of her when she sprains her ankle.
He even says he sleeps better next to her after surgery. That's dependency.
Definitely. And he completely flips his stance on commitment. Suddenly they're getting married in Vegas, spur of the moment.
That Vegas wedding.
Yeah.
And he frames that blurry photo of her from the rooftop.
Yeah, it's memorable. But amidst all this speed and intensity...
Were there signs, red flags, even subtle ones?
Well, I think a key point is how easily intensity gets mistaken for intimacy, especially if your baseline for normal relationships is already, let's say, skewed by past trauma. And the first major red flag, it appears pretty early, and it's not subtle at all. Ryle finds Atlas's old phone number in Lily's phone.
Oh, no.
He flies into a rage, breaks her phone, pushes her. She gets a cut near her eye.
Pushes her. That's physical.
Yes. And his apology, it's immediate, it's profound, but it's linked directly to his brother's death. He says, I was trying to put everything back inside his head. I thought I could fix him, Lily.
So he connects his violence to his own trauma.
Exactly. It highlights this pattern. Ryle's trauma comes out as volatile, controlling anger, and then there's deep remorse.
And Lily, how does she react?
Well, she's desperate to believe him, right? And maybe conditioned by her childhood, seeing that cycle. So she forgives him, but conditionally.
What's the condition?
She says, if anything like that ever happens again, I'll leave you without a second thought.
That's her boundary, her marine-grade polymer moment.
It is, but it's compromised almost immediately, isn't it? And that sets a really dangerous precedent.
And then, inevitably perhaps, Alice returns.
Right back into her life, she runs into him at his restaurant, Bibbs.
Better in Boston. He's done well for himself.
He really has. Successful chef, owner, served in the Marines, he followed through.
And the contrast between him, his stability, and Ryle's volatility must become really clear.
It absolutely does. And this reunion, it brings out another truth. Atlas admits he lied about having a girlfriend, Cassie.
Why?
He explains he didn't pursue Lily years ago because he saw her happy in college. He thought he was giving her what she wanted, putting her happiness first.
Selflessness versus possessiveness.
Exactly. That respect for her well-being is just. It's night and day compared to Ryle's jealousy. It gives Lily a really crucial comparison point.
And that jealousy explodes, doesn't it, at the restaurant?
Big time. Ryle confronts Atlas, accuses him of, well, the phrase is, pity fucking Lily.
Whoa!
Yeah. And it escalates into a physical fight in public.
So it's not just a private argument anymore. This is Ryle's insecurity and lack of control on full display.
It shatters that illusion of their perfect life. And his anger just keeps escalating. He talks about the stress of the relationship.
I didn't want this stress in my life.
Right. Lily tries to use their naked truths approach, but Ryle's just volatile. He's not dealing with the real issues. He's projecting his fear and anger onto her and Atlas.
The patterns are becoming clearer, echoing her parents.
It shows how easily we can repeat those patterns, almost unconsciously.
Then comes the breaking point. Ryle finds her childhood journals.
And the Boston Magnet, the tangible links to Atlas.
And the journals spell out everything about her past with Atlas.
Everything. And Ryle's reaction is furious, invasive. He shouts, he's in everything. The magnet, the journal, the fucking tattoo on your body that used to be my favorite goddamn part of you.
That's terrifying, a total violation.
It is, and it escalates to a second act of violence. More brutal this time.
He assaults her again.
Yes, to the point where she loses consciousness.
Oh my.
And again, in the aftermath, there's panic from Ryle. Apologies. But for Lily, this is it. The terrifying realization, the echo of her past is deafening.
She thinks.
I'm supposed to hate him. I'm supposed to be the woman my mother was never strong enough to be. It's that aha moment, isn't it? Recognizing the cycle is repeating right now in her own life.
And just when it couldn't get more complicated.
The ultimate complication. She discovers she's pregnant.
With Ryle's child.
Yes. And that changes everything. Now it's not just about her, it's about this new life.
How does the pregnancy affect her struggle? Does it make breaking the cycle harder or clearer?
It adds this huge layer of complexity, absolutely. But it also transforms the struggle into this tangible responsibility. And what's fascinating, really, is seeing Lily's courage as she moves towards breaking that cycle.
Where does she find support?
She seeks solace and finds it, maybe surprisingly, at Atlas's house.
He takes her.
Without hesitation. And crucially, without gloating or pressure. He just offers a safe space. He says, I wasn't asking you to leave. I was just making sure you'd still be here. I want you to stay as long as you need to.
Wow. That consistent, unconditional support.
It's the complete opposite of Ryle's volatility. It's the stable anchor she needs right then.
And she tells Alyssa, too, right? Ryle's sister.
She does. A difficult conversation, obviously, about the abuse, the pregnancy.
How does Alyssa react?
With unwavering sisterly support. She tells Lily, you're going to be great, Mom, Lily. This baby is really lucky. That support, even from within Ryle's own family, must have been empowering.
Definitely. It validates her need to prioritize safety.
And this path, seeking support, it leads her to maybe the most important conversation. The one with her mother.
Yes. What happens there?
It's profound. Her mother finally shares her own painful experiences with Lily's father, and she warns Lily about the limit.
The limits.
Yes. She says, the first time your father hit me, he was immediately sorry. The fourth time, it was only a slap. And when that happened, I felt relieved.
Relieved, because it wasn't worse.
Exactly. She remembers thinking, at least he didn't beat me this time. This wasn't so bad. That right there is the crucial aha moment for Lily.
Understanding how abuse works, how it erodes boundaries, normalizes violence.
Exactly, how it traps you in this cycle of diminishing expectations. And it's in that moment, I think, that Lily really solidifies her own boundary, that unyielding marine-grade polymer limit. She understands why it has to be absolute.
So armed with that wisdom, that painful understanding, she has to face Ryle again.
He comes back. Desperate, pleading, he reacts to the pregnancy news with promises to change.
He even offers to sacrifice his career. I choose you. You are my success.
He does. He seems willing to do anything. So why isn't it enough? Why doesn't she stay?
That's the question, isn't it?
Her struggle is immense. You feel it. But the final decision comes during the birth of her daughter, Emerson.
What clicks for her then?
She looks at her newborn daughter. She looks at Ryle, and she knows, I have to do what's best for her. For the relationship I hope she builds with her father, I don't make this decision for me, and I don't make it for Ryle.
She makes it for Emerson.
Exactly. And that's the core message the author wanted to get across. Lily embodies this empowerment, making that ultimate choice to leave Ryle for her daughter. Because, as the author notes, some risks are never worth taking.
It's about breaking the cycle before it even touches the next generation.
It's immense strength, foresight, understanding her daughter deserves a future free from that violence, free from that hope in the cycle that defined her own childhood. This is her truly upholding that boundary for Emerson.
Wow. Lily Bloom's journey. It really shows this complex weave, doesn't it? Childhood trauma, that unexpected first love, the intoxicating pull of a passionate but flawed romance.
And ultimately that fierce, protective mother love.
Yeah. She navigates abuse, forgiveness, self-preservation. It really brings home the human cost of violence, but also the power, the painful power of choosing a different future.
And what's so profound is the nuance. It's not black and white. Ryle himself said it earlier, didn't he? There is no such thing as bad people. We're all just people who sometimes do bad things.
Right. It's not about just making him the villain.
No, it's about recognizing patterns, understanding inherited cycles, and finding the courage to break them. And it shows leaving someone you love, even someone abusive, is incredibly complicated. It takes immense strength, self-awareness.
And that fortitude to protect those non-negotiable boundaries, those marine-grade polymer moments.
Exactly, for yourself and especially for the next generation.
So as you reflect on Lily's deep dive, maybe consider this. How do we, in our own lives, identify those marine-grade polymer moments, those absolute truths or boundaries for ourselves? The ones that, when they get tested, reveal not just, the strength of a chair, but our own inner strength. The fortitude we need to protect what truly matters for ourselves and for the people we love.